Hello and welcome to the United Devil channel with me, JB. Scotland, you take the high road and I'll take the low road and I'll be in Scotland before ya. Scotland, absolute legendary look. Scotland are in the World Cup. They are playing Haiti. Brazil have literally just drawn against Morocco. Scotland are in it. Scotland are in it to win it. Look, Haiti ranked 83rd in the world. Scotland 42nd in the world. Look, I am up for this one. I am up for this game. Like, I know it's 1:28 in the morning or whatever it is now. Look, I'm all over it. Look, Scotland. Look, I'm Welsh. So look, I don't have a dog in this fight, but look, I want these home nations to win. I want to see Scotland go as far as they possibly can, and you never know, I may celebrate a goal. So look, we are a Man United fan channel. I'm JB. This is a United Devil channel, and look, we're doing watch-alongs really to look at ex-players, looking at current players as well. Tyler Fletcher. Man United's 19-year-old Tyler Fletcher, son of Darren Fletcher, has gone to the World Cup. Absolute look, congratulations. I mean, look, what a proud moment for the club. I think United. I just need to go turn this off. United, look, what a really proud moment for this club to have a 19-year-old Tyler Fletcher, United player who's played at this club as well. And look, brilliant, absolutely fantastic. So I'm really pleased for Tyler Fletcher. I think it's brilliant. I think it's fantastic. So look, Scotland are in it to win it. I hope they do. I'm looking forward to this match. I don't just stay awake for any matches. Look, we got half an hour to go for Scotland to get in. Come on, you can do it. Come on, lads, you can do it. So look, brilliant. I'm looking forward to this one as well. So look, Scotland, come on, the Scottish. You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it, lads. I am gonna stop doing that. Brilliant. I'm so looking forward to this match. I hope they do well. And look, if you are Scottish and you're watching the match, even if you're not Scottish and you're watching the match, if you are American, wherever you are in the world, get into this amazing community, get into this amazing chat. At the moment, it only looks like it's me. It only looks like it's me at the moment, but we'll see how we go. We will see how we go. We'll see how we do in this one as well. So look, guys, get in there. Get into this amazing community. We are a Man United community, a United fan channel, look, I'm very fortunate to have you guys here with me as well. And Sky says, and we are back again. Yes, we are, Sky. Sky, we are back. We're watching Scotland. Look, good luck to the Scottish today. Look, don't be fooled by the accent. I am not English. I am Welsh. We are not in this World Cup. I want the home nations to do well. Look, Scotland, I know a nation stands in hope, and the team for Scotland today: Gunn, Robertson, Hanley, Hendry, Hickey, Gannon, McTominay, Ferguson, McGinn, Adams, and Shanklin. Scotland have got to go for it tonight. Now, Haiti, look, I can't say I really know much about them. I'm going to try and pronounce all their names and probably destroy their names. Placide, Arcus, Ade, Delacroix, Experience. I mean, that is a great name. Providence, Belingarde, Jean Jacquet, Didson, Pericot, Adistor as well. So look, Experience, that is a fantastic name, by the way. What a name that is. So look, Haiti, I'm looking forward to seeing Haiti as well in this World Cup. I'm looking forward to Scotland, I think. And again, don't take any team lightly. This is not a dig at any nation in this World Cup. But look, if you are Scotland tonight, you need to respect this team. But you also, if you get an opportunity to put a team to a sword, then you've got to do it. you've really got to do it tonight. So let's see what Scotland can do. Can Scotland can Scotland do it tonight? I really hope they can. So look, feel free to get into the chat as well. KK is in the house, legend KK as well. United says KK, bro, we want Scotland to get better at every game. I am not English. I am Welsh. So look, I'm not English. I am Welsh. So look, it is what it is. Greg says, "Are we back?" Yes, we are. So look, I have the luxury in this World Cup of being able to watch the game. I can really enjoy these World Cups. So the things that I say, and the good thing, Shadow, is that look, I'm not biased. Even though I support United, I'm not biased. I'm not biased at all. And look, do not forget to give the video a like. Do not forget to get into this amazing community as well. What you get with me, what you get on this channel is you get unbiased opinion. You're more than welcome to get into this chat. You're more than welcome to talk about your club. Look, we are an equal opportunities employer on this club. We don't mind. As long as it's done with respect. We are a United fan channel at heart, of course we are, but we absolutely do not mind other fans from other channels coming onto the channel and talking about it themselves. And look, feel free as well. Look, I know this is the World Cup, and look, I am looking forward to this game as well today. Look, anything that you've seen or heard in regards to United, anything you've seen and heard in regards to transfer news, get in there as well. Alex Murphy says, even though Qatar versus Morocco was my first World Cup match, geez, it was hard going, but fair play to Morocco. I enjoyed that one. Come on, Scotland. Come on, Scotland. Come on. Let's do it. Come on. Let's get in there. So look, we are roughly 25 minutes away from kickoff. Look, I'm excited. I'm not going to lie. I'll be excited when England play as well. Look, I love watching the home nations play. It would be nice if Wales were here. They're not. They've got a bloody good kit, but they're not here to show it off. But look, I'll be supporting England. Scotland. It's brilliant. This is probably the only good side of being Welsh. Is basically, you get to watch the World Cup and enjoy it. I asked, what is the problem? An easy question before we cut out earlier. Why would anyone want to mess with Sky? No. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's just a joke, really. I'm just saying. It's just a joke. It's not factually. I'm sure you could mess with Sky, but I wouldn't mess with Sky. It's just a joke, really. It's just me trying to be cheeky. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But no, Sky is a legend of this channel. So look, Brazil versus Morocco. I liked both teams. I think it was a bit of a ball fest towards the end. I'm not gonna lie. I thought both teams started off really, really brightly, and then they just sort of faded. I think either team had opportunities towards the end of the game. I don't think Brazil are the team that they were. I think Scotland can. I think any team in this group can have a go at anybody else. What I mean by that is I don't look, other than Haiti. I've never seen Haiti play, so I don't know. I know they're very athletic. I know they're very quick. I just don't think that from a tactical perspective, I don't think they're very good. I think they're organised, but I think Scotland should have too much. So I do think that Scotland in this group could actually come out of this group. You've got Shay Adams, Shanklin, McTominay, Ferguson, McGinn, Robertson, plenty of experience in there as well. Hanley, experience in there as well. So, look, I think Scotland can feel confident tonight. I think Scotland can feel confident. right now and feel like they can do something here. No Scotland, no Scotland, no Scotland, no party. Exactly, Alex. Exactly that. You've got to bring Scotland to the party. You've got it. You've got to bring Scotland to the party. No Scotland, no party. Andrew says, "Old flower of Scotland, when will we see your likes again? They fought and died for a wee bit of hill and glen, and stood against them proud Edward's army. They think again." Exactly. You've got to have Scotland. You've got to have Scotland at a Scotland at a World Cup is brilliant. You've got to love it. You've got to love it. It's nothing. Forget it. Yeah. Look, misunderstanding, not a problem at all. So look, are we going to see a Scotland win? I think Scotland are going to win, and then if Scotland can get themselves a couple of goals tonight, it gives them a good opportunity. Now, look, I'm not underestimating Haiti. I don't think anybody should underestimate Haiti at all, because there are little nations that do give you a bit of a surprise, and maybe Haiti are going to be one of those nations. Look, I don't want to see these Haitis, etc. Come to the World Cup and get absolutely battered. That's not what I want to see. Hello, JB and late night. It says Bob. Bob, welcome, my friend. Welcome to the channel. We are up late tonight. I'm going to be tired tomorrow, but that's okay. That's okay. We don't care. I mean, how often are Scotland at a World Cup? It's brilliant. Brilliant. Go on, Scotland. About 20 minutes before it starts, you can just listen to all the Scottish fans. Scott McTominay here. But look, I'll give you a little bit of an update on United. So look, at the end of the day, until the Scotland match starts, we are a United fan channel as well, by the way. So look, let's talk a little bit about that. So look, at the moment, look, United, and again, are we? The position at the moment is this, and this is according to Fabrizio Romano. This is called, according to David Ornstein, is this. Look, United are negotiating with West Ham. There is no point trying to deny it. There's no point in them trying to deny it. If United don't get this deal done, then it is what it is. But look, where are we on this deal? Now, look, for weeks and weeks, we have reported it on this channel before anybody else. The videos are there. I can't lie, the videos are there. United are trying to get this deal done. Now, the problem that you've got is Mendes on this deal. So George Mendes, who's the super agent. Yes, that guy who's the super agent. I think it was Cristiano's agent, or is, or was, or whatever he is. And he is the agent of Matheus Fernandes. Now, what does that mean? Look, he's playing a dangerous game here with West Ham. Look, Real Madrid are there, PSG are there, Arsenal are there. So what Mendes has done, he's driving up business, he's driving up interest in this player to get the best deal, because George Mendes is not doing this out of the goodness of his heart. George Mendes is not an humanitarian who is, looking to do the best thing here. George Mendes is looking to make as much money for himself as he possibly can. Yes, he's looking for as much money for West Ham, but he's doing it for himself. He's going to get a massive agent's fee on this one. Now, look, as we know, when you do business, there are agents' fees. There are, look, if United do this deal at £80 million, look, who's going to pay the agent's fee? There is that to consider. So, I should imagine that Mendes is probably going to want 5 to 10 million quid for doing this deal. West Ham want 85 million. Look, there's no team going to pay that. The only team that's going to pay that is United. Now, the moment that United walk away from this deal, that price goes down to 70 million. Real Madrid, as was said by Fabrizio Romano, is basically saying this: like, they're going after Bernardo Silva. So that means they've got limited space. Luka Modric looks like he's going to go back there as well. So Luka Modric, Bernardo Silva, Tchouaméni, Camavinga. So look, they have got a lot in midfield. Now, does Jose like the player? Yes. Do I think Real Madrid are ready to slap down £85 million? No, I don't. This is Mendes saber rattling. This is West Ham have got a time frame as well, by the way. West Ham, because the Championship starts a little bit sooner than the Premier League. West Ham need the money. Look, I'm not saying here that West Ham are not within their rights to ask the money for their player. United here are looking to do this deal now. As has been said, we are officially negotiating with West Ham. But what we're trying to do, we're trying to get that figure down. But we shouldn't be paying 85. I think West Ham need to meet us in the middle. Except they've gone down. Except that 85 is not quite right. I think we should meet in the middle and do a deal around 75 plus 3. Maybe that's still a lot of some players. So we are looking at Matheus Fernandes. We are still ahead because we are negotiating. There's rumours about Man City now looking to come in to do the deal, Arsenal, etc. But look, United at the moment are in the driving seat. If we slap down £85 million tomorrow, we will get the deal done. So Fernandes, preference-wise, look, would he go to Madrid? Of course he would, but we are at the driving seat at the moment. We've shown the most interest in this player. As we've said on this channel the whole time, I think that we will go and get the player. Baleba is the backup. Singare looks like he's there as well. So let me get into some of your chats and see what you were saying in your chats already. Andrew says, honestly, I haven't shit a brick like this since United Chelsea penalty shootout. Yes. Wilcox wanted Premier League proven players. West Ham went down. Keno was 1 in a million. Exactly. Am I the only mod here? Why isn't the agent's fee paid by the client? To be fair, it's late night. Well, it's almost 2 a.m. Well, look, who's buying a Man United? Who's buying a United top with Fernandes on there? Well, exactly. I mean, I don't think there's going to be many people. Look, he's not a shirt seller, is he? He's not, is he? So that will remain to be seen. So look, when it comes to the agents' fees, they argue, they negotiate over agents' fees. Look, maybe they split it 50-50. Look, it really does depend. Look, West Ham are not going to want to pay the agent's fee. There's a buying fee, a selling fee. So like with anything that you do, Mendes will make money on both sides. Mendes will make money from West Ham doing the deal. West Ham will Mendes will make money from doing the brokering of the deal. That is what he does. So he'll make money from West Ham for getting him the client for basically arranging the sale, and then he'll basically go to United and say, look, now I've arranged the sale. You want the player, you've got to pay me my due. So look, he's going to make money. Whatever happens, he's going to make money from both clubs. So there'll be, look, there's going to be all the little things in the deal. West Ham might want guaranteed 85 million. United may say, look, we want to pay 75 million, and they'll say, well, look, we actually want 85. So can you guarantee us 80 million? So what we're doing now is we are negotiating how we structure the deal. We are negotiating, and again, when you get to this stage, the moment United put in an official bid, that is when pretty much the deal is going to get done. At that stage, it's very rarely that people walk away when they make an official bid. Now, Man City made an official approach to Man City. It wasn't an official deal. They do the preliminary deals behind the scenes. If Man City had have made the offer 106 plus whatever it was, then at that stage Forest would have probably been in and around that. So when we start seeing United making official bids, that is when you sort of know that we are going to get this deal done. So look, Scotland and a World Cup. Mendes, exactly. Sky says, I'm gonna head off. Yes, Sky, please go to sleep. Have a good one. To the best of my knowledge, in America, the player's agent is paid by his employer, the player. Look, Mendes is gonna, well, so I'll tell you, Gregory. So basically, when United, when you're looking at your squad cost, right? the way that your squad cost works is you've got to take into account your fees, you've got to take into account your wages, but you also got to take into account agents' fees. United will pay agents' fees. West Ham will pay agents' fees. You know, the player will will pay Mendes a fee for being his agent. Um, but the if you look at United's quite a big cost. Last year we paid about £30 million in agents fees. That's not broken down. I'm sure that you can find that somewhere. But basically, to be an agent, especially Mendes's level, you're getting paid by your player every week, month, year. You're getting a cut of that. You're getting paid by West Ham. You're getting paid by United. So look, he's going to get paid. He's going to get paid, and both clubs are going to pay him as well. So look, Scotland. Andrew is in the house. Andrew Clarence Stewart. That sounds like a very Scottish name to me, Andrew. That sounds like a very Scottish name. I'm quite excited about this game actually. I'm very excited about this game. I want Scotland to win this game. I really do. I really do. Mm. Now, look, I think Scotland have got a good chance here. You know, you've got Robertson, you know, who's now gone to Spurs. I think Robertson going to Spurs, I think, is a very good signing indeed. McTominay, you know, look, McTominay, we all know how good he is. I think he'll be vital to Scotland. McGinn, I think John McGinn is a very underrated player as well, by the way. Look, Shay Adams, look, you know, I think Shay Adams, I know, look, decent player. I think he plays in Torino now. I think so. I think he plays in Torino. 29 years old. You know, good player. You know, not you know, you can argue Serie A is maybe not the greatest of leagues, but look, McTominay has done really quite well in there as well. McGinn, we all know how good McGinn is and can be as well. You know, you've got Shanklin as well. You know, Shanklin of Hearts. You know, again, Hearts compared to Haiti level, I think he's quite good. Ferguson, I think Lewis Ferguson's in Italy as well, isn't he? I think he's isn't he isn't he somewhere like I want to say Torino or Bologna or somewhere along those lines. I think that's where Lewis Ferguson is. And then obviously you got McTominay, and I don't know who anyone else. Gunn is Forest. I think Gunn's Forest, isn't he? So look, you know, I think Scotland have got a good opportunity here. I think they've got to capitalise. I think if Scotland want to go through, give them a good platform to get them through, they've got to win this game. I think they've got to be organised. Alex Wang is in the house. How's it going, Alex? I'm doing extremely well, buddy, and hope you are too. I hope you are too, my friend. And look, get in there. Who is Fernandez's agent? It's Mendes. Yeah, it is. It's Mendes. I'm Scottish but live in Australia. We all United fans need to have a soft spot for the best manager that ever managed the game. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Look, how can you not like Scotland? How can you not like Scotland? It's just brilliant. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Shay Adams as well. Oh, look, this match is going to start soon. You can see him. You can see him standing there. You got the Haiti players. Oh, it's brilliant. Here we go. Live from Boston Stadium. Starting. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Go on, Scotland. Go on, Scotland. Here we go. So basically that Haiti kit looks like, if any of you have ever played football and you play like a Sunday league and you get those really cheap football tops with a name that you don't even know, that is what the the Haiti tops are like. They're basically like they've gone down to um they've gone down to whatever it's called. What's that cheap football shop called? Can't think now, but like they've gone to like a cheap shop and they've bought their kits. Um, maybe if JB does a call-in show, I might. Maybe I might do one. Damn, Morocco game was good. You should do a call-in. I will do. I will do. I will do. I will do a call-in show. Maybe not tonight. I'm knackered. JB, FIFA made Haiti change their shirt for for political messages. Really? Jesus Christ. Honestly, it's ridiculous. No, I'll do a call-in show actually. Now that I know how to do it, I'll do a call-in show. Um, I will do. I will do. I will do a call-in show. So you guys can have your yes, Andrew. That what's it called? Sports Direct. That's it. That's the one, Andrew. Sports Direct. So look, we've got Scotland live. Watch along for Scotland. Look, feel free to jump on here. Any Scottish fans, any World Cup fans, jump into this community. Get in here with us. This is the best channel on YouTube. This is the best community on this platform. JB Fernandez next. But who have you heard? So look, I've heard Mateta has been mentioned. I've heard Danny Welbeck's been mentioned. I have heard Lakubu's been mentioned. I have heard Baleba still being mentioned. I've heard Sengare's been mentioned. Sekou Kone, no, not Sekou Kone. The other Kone that plays for Roma's been mentioned. Lewis Hall's been mentioned. So, I think that we will possibly go for Singare next. They had a war scene from a flag. Jesus Christ. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I don't believe politics and football should go together. I don't think any sport should be used. Do I honestly believe that will buy Hall? No. No, I don't. Unless Lewis Hall kicks off. No. What's the game for? What do I get if I win? I don't know. Did you hear Nunes get mentioned? The Liverpool flop. I don't want him. I don't. I mean, we were linked to him when we got someone else, and then they won the race. How would you feel about that? How would you feel about an ex-Liverpool player like that? Alex Scott, Gary. Alex Scott is 80 million. Bournemouth want 80 million for Alex Scott. I just don't think we're gonna do it. And Gary, look, if you listen to David Ornstein, if you listen to Fabrizio Romano, if you listen to all the tier ones who get all of the stories out of the club, they will tell you, and Sky Sports as well have said all summer long that United will either get 2 signings, they will look to get 2, and they'll spend no more than £150 million on the midfield. If you could get Fernandes for 80 million, Ederson is 38 to 40. That leaves us 30 to 40 for another player. That could be Singare. I'm a red dot with legs. What about Scott? Yes, I think Scott is I think Scott's too expensive for us to be honest. Now look, Scotland. Benja is in the house. Benja, USA. Benja, I love it. What's more credible, David Ornstein or Fabrizio Romano? Gary, I would say they're equal. I would say listen to David Ornstein when it comes to United news. When I say that, what I mean by that is like David Ornstein is a mouthpiece of this club. So David Ornstein puts things out there. So I'd listen to them both. I think when they both say stuff, listen to the both of them when they say stuff. I think look. I think this. I think David Ornstein and Fabrizio Romano are bottom feeders. I don't like them, but they do. But they do get the news. I think they're both bottom feeders. They are. I missed that. Who's the ex-Liverpool player mentioned? Nunez, who went to Saudi. Hit the lick button, please. Please hit the lick button. Can somebody hit the lick button? The more licks I get, the better. I need at least 30 licks on this video, so please do it. Just kidding on from France. Go Haiti. I really don't think the USA is going to make it very far, though it's home. Do I trust Mr. Jacobs? No, I don't. And be a nation again? Yep. The funny thing, Gregory, about Ben is that he's been caught out lying a couple of times. So I was like watching a Newcastle channel, and Ben Jacobs has been caught out lying a couple of times. Also, as well, if you listen to what he said on the Ederson deal, Ederson deal, he just spoke a load of crap. Look, I don't watch Stephen Howson that much, but look, with Stephen Howson, I look a lot of respect to Stephen Howson, because I know Stephen Howson was like an ex-military guy, or something. I think he was, wasn't he? Look, Stephen Howson, I think he's a more credible version of Goldbridge. I think he is. But again, look, with these people like Stephen Howson, with Goldbridge, like they're all sort of, they're all personalities, aren't they? They're all kind of those personalities, the same as Adam McCullough, or is it Adam McCullough as well? Like they're all personalities. I think they're all stale. Like, don't get me wrong. I think they're all very good at the things that they do. Howson is good. I like them all. I like them all, except for Goldbridge. I think I like the fact that Howson. I think he's definitely a bit more respectable. Like the fact that he does know Ferdinand and that sort of stuff. But I just think the problem is for me is that I think this united community, this community has gone a bit stale. I think it needs a shot in the arm. I think it needs a different channel. I think it needs something different. I think there are too many. I think if you look at all of the sort of overlap stuff, if you look at all that sort of stuff, there's only a few voices that get listened to, and they're not voices, in my opinion. They're voices that have been stifled. I think that this community needs a different channel. I do. I think this united community needs someone with a different voice. I think this united community needs somebody who's not willing to take a couple of quid to be silent. That's what I think. That's my view. I love Howson says switch. So Ben Jacobs, Beth, and Goldbridge talk rubbish. I don't disagree with you there. Stretford, Paddock are great, but Adam is annoying. Who's more credible, Howson or McCullough? I don't know. I don't really watch either of them that much. I would say the thing is, I don't really watch either of them. From the things that I have seen, like I like Howson, but I also like I think they're both one and the same. I think Howson is probably a little bit more credible. I do. I think he is just a little bit more credible. Scotland, says Paul. Come on, the Scottish. Come on, Scotland. Let's go. 28 years. 28 years. Oh my God, is there some sort of countdown? Here we go. 28 years in the making. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Come on, Scotland. Here we go. Steve Clark. Here we go. What we're saying is, who's more done that one? What about Saeed or Flex or Terry Fleurs? Alex. I I think you're scraping the barrel there, says Alex. Alex, I think you're scraping the barrel. Look, I don't look, to be honest with you, I don't really watch Saeed. I know of Saeed. If I was to look, the problem is Saeed shouts a lot for clicks. Terry Fleurs talks out of his arse. And Flex, I like Flex, but I think I like Flex more than the other two. I think Terry Fleurs talks out of his arse. I think Saeed just shouts for clicks. Flex, I like Flex. I do quite like Flex. Still waiting on the 2 hour plus financial breakdown. Jesus Christ, Andrew, look, the financial breakdown is already there, but I will put something together. Scotland, yes, Scotland are wearing red instead of blue. Is that orange or red? Pop quiz: who did we play in the opening game 28 years ago? Fucking hell. So what year was that? 28 years ago. Really? It was France 98. France 98, you would have played. I can't even remember. I'd have to look it up. Brazil? Was it Brazil? 98. Was it Brazil? Was it one of the bigger ones? Was it like Brazil or France? Because I think Scotland would have been seeded low, wouldn't they? Was it? I've just got Brazil in mind for some reason. Oof. Here we go. Which team's better? Brazil. What was it? Was it Brazil? It was Brazil. Amazing, amazing. That was a complete guess, by the way. It was, wasn't it? It was Brazil. I can't believe I remember that. Most of them are trying to be big personalities, but don't have anything unique to say. Whereas you bring your financial background to bring a unique look. We don't get that much. Says Switch. Go on, Shanklin. What's better team? 99 at 08, 99 for me. Look, Switch. Look, Switch. I appreciate that, Switch. Fancy paying your mods, JB. Well, look, mate. If this channel ever makes some money, then I will look. I've always said this. The moment this channel starts making any sort of money, look, I would be looking to do all sorts of stuff on this channel, Switch. So look, the moment this channel starts making it big, mate, this channel makes zero money. So JB, do you have an opinion about Adam from United TV? Look, Adam from United TV. Look, from Forever United TV. I like Adam. I think Adam. I think Adam is. I think what Adam does really well on his channel is. Oh, Costa Rica. Hold up. Oof. I think what Adam does really well is I think Adam is just I think Adam's honest. I think what I like, and again, I've got to be careful what I say here because I don't really know him that well. I don't really watch a lot of what he says. But Adam just comes across as like a nice guy. Like he comes across, I mean, I don't know him personally, but Adam comes across as just being like a good guy. Um, look, I don't from when I've watched Adam, I don't get that impression that he's like he doesn't he just Adam's just Adam, like, and I like that. I do. And because didn't Adam used to be on the United stand, I think. um but yeah, like as you've asked me that question, like I like Adam. I think he's just I think he's just a good honest guy, and he's just a good honest fan. And I don't think he tries to be a personality. I think he just tries to be himself, and I like that. I do. I do. I like. So I think of everybody that you've mentioned, I actually think Adam from Forever United TV is actually a good guy. Um, what were we saying? Go on, Scotland. Come on, Scotland. Oh, that's a great header. Go on, McSauce. This is a nice start from Scotland. Got to be careful though. Got to be careful. Haiti. McTominay should have done better there. I do agree with you. Come on, Scott. Come on, Scotland. Let's do it. Nice. McTominay. Mick Ruby. Do it. McTominay. Come on. Come on. Scotland. Look. This is nice by Scotland. Come on. You've got to show intent early. Got to show your intent early. It's nice. Nice, comfortable. Adam from Forever United TV is a Manchester season ticket holder. Is he? But again, the impression that I get from Adam is he just seems like a good lad. Like he just seems like he's a normal lad, not trying to be a personality. He's just doing something that he loves, and I like Adam. I do. I do like Adam. I think he's a good guy. I do. So this is Scotland. Come on, do it. Here we go. Here we go. Alex says United Realist TV. Um, I'll say it till the day I pass. We should have took Robertson or Turney. Yeah, Turney. I don't mind Turney. I think Robertson going to Spurs is a strange one. Um, Robertson at Spurs, I think, is a bit of a strange one. I don't get it. Oof. Hmm. That wasn't malicious. 9 minutes. Or you got a couple of Aston Villa tops in there as well. A couple of Haitians. They're just panicking. Come on. Yes, Adam started being on the internet by interviewing fans as they left the stadium for a few months on behalf of the United stand. Um, do you think we can win the Premier League next season? Look, Gary, it depends. I think, my friend, I think it does depend on whether or not we get players. If we get the players, then I think we can build on it. If not, then I think we'll finish again with third or fourth or fifth. Haitians, oof! Come on, Scotland, come on, come on. Really, really nervy there from Scotland. Really nervy there. What happened there? Oof. Naive there. Must do better. That is a let off there. Come on. Need to make sure. The Haitians are quick, organised, quick. No, no. Oh. Sky says if we have a good transfer window, we have a chance. Positivity is key. Now, look, I think Sky's right. Look, if we get similar sort of signings to like Cunha, Larmans, Shesko, Mbumo, I think we've got a chance. I think we need a bit better though. I think we need a bit more quality than that. If the club doesn't back Carrick, then we might not be in the top four. Now, Gregory, I'm going to say this. Look, Michael Carrick wasn't my choice. I'm gonna stand by that. So whether Carrick wins a league or whether Carrick gets sacked, I'm gonna own it. Right. So if Michael Carrick goes off and wins a league, I can't be one of those fans and players and says, "Oh, I like supported Carrick," because it's all on camera. I'm never going to take it away. It's all on camera. So whatever I say is all on camera. I want Michael Carrick to succeed, and Greg, this club has to back him. Whether I want Michael Carrick or not, it doesn't matter. I'm going to back him now. So the club has to back him, and if this club doesn't back him, then it is disgusting. This club, it doesn't matter who you get in this club. Look, if we hired Big Ange, then you've got to back him. So if this club doesn't back him, then it is an absolute disgrace. Tell you what, Haitians, get it out. Come on. Yeah, then they've got to back him, Greg. They just got to back him. Switch kind of. I leave you in charge. Look, Sky, go to bed, Sky. You've got to go to bed. Look, I am here, Sky, as well. I have the power. I have the power as well. Andrew says just to get back to United, when we got Champions League football, people cried out for us to play the youngsters. So how do we play them if we just sign players? Hopefully, you know what I mean. Yes, I will come on to that. I generally believe England can win the World Cup if every player plays the best and their capability. Look, Gary, England have got an abundance of rich players here, so they should be winning those games. And I do agree. And Andrew, look, let me just watch this free kick. Haiti's free kick, terrible. This is where Andrew, I stand on it. This is where I stand on. And look, thank you, Sky. Go to sleep. And look, we've got Switch in the house. Switch is a legend. Switch can handle anything. I promise to be good. Please get some rest, says Greg. So Andrew, look, Danny's here. Danny is in the house. Danny, the legend of this channel, is here. Absolute legend, my friend. Alex, thank you, Sky. Absolute legend, and thank you so much for being here. So, look, we have got to have a balance, Andrew, in my opinion. My opinion is this. Look, we've got to get experienced players. Look, I want to play the youth. This is what I've always said. I want to play the youth, but we can't just throw the youth into this squad and expect it to do well. Ferguson never did it. We've never done it. Why is it? Why do we think that throwing in kids is going to work? The only young player, Curtis says hello from the North Pole. Curtis, legend. The only player in the last recent years that I think we've ever thrown in at the deep end who's ever done well is Kobe Menu. Oof. I tell you what, Haiti. Come on, Scotland. Rooney, when Rooney came in, Rooney was 18 years old, but Rooney had Keane, Giggs, Scholes. He had a platform of players. Ryan Giggs, when he came into this team, Cantona, Mark Hughes, Pallister, etc. Right? Look, we should look. You can throw in kids, right? But Andrew, but look, what I mean, Andrew, is this. Look, when you've got a team of Peter Schmeichel in goal, you've got Pallister, Steve Bruce, you've got Roy Keane, you've got Paul Ince, you've got Konjelskis, you've got Lee Sharps in there, you've got Andy Coles. You can put in Scholesy, you can put in Beckham. So in regards to that, but we don't have those players anymore, Andrew. That is the problem for me. So let's just say, Andrew, and again, this is a hypothetical, right? If we didn't have Roy Keane and we didn't have Schmeichel and we didn't have Irwin, Parker, etc., and you put in Gary Neville, right, with nobody to learn from. If you put in Paul Scholes, Nicky Butt, David Beckham with nobody to learn from, people think other than maybe Gary Neville and Ryan Giggs, people think like David Beckham and Paul Scholes were in this team when they were like for McTominay, when they were in their like teens, like when they were like 18. And and again, Andrew, like I'm not saying you, I'm just saying that like people have this illusion that people like Scholes were in this team when they were like 18 years old. Oh, I tells you what, Andrew, this is an edge of your seat game. What was that? Where is he? Oh. Oh, come on. Come on. This is going to be a nail-biting game for Andrew. Come on. Here we go. This is what we need. Come on, Adams. Nice back. Go on, Ferguson. Hickey. Come on. Nice. Just keep it. Just keep it. Chill. Relax. Relax, Scotland. Oh, you've got to keep the ball there. What's your timestamp on the game? I've got 18:03 at the moment. Natasha is in the house. I think it's I know it's 18:40, isn't it? I think it's 18:40. I think my stream's a little bit behind. I think the official time is 18:53. I think mine's on 18:20. I'm gonna change the time. Hang on a sec. Let me change it. Right. Okay. So I think my game clock is now about right. Yeah, it is. Natasha said hi. Hello, Natasha. Yeah, I've just amended my clock as well, by the way. I've just amended the clock. Natasha says hi. Hello, Natasha. Just look at Ahmad struggling to develop whilst playing in the first team. He's only 23. I'm on about 20 seconds ahead, says Andrew. Natasha is in the house. Natasha, I hope you're doing extremely well. It is early, isn't it? It's early. 2 o'clock in the morning. Oh, I'm so surprised you guys are. Look, thank you guys for being here. 2 o'clock in the morning. Proper fans, proper legends. I'm kidding, of course, but you guys are proper legends. All right. Come on. Always a pleasure, mate. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you. Look, Andrew, you're far too calm, my friend. Oh my God, it's early. Are you doing the 5 a.m. game? Hell no. No, 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 Natasha. If I do the 5 a.m. game, it means I've literally been up for 24 hours. No, 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 no. I'm doing this one because it is the Scottish game, right? So I'm not gonna look. I'd love to do the I might do the Germany one. I'm definitely going to do the Japan one. I'm definitely going to do the Holland one. 100%. Um, I'm doing this one because it's Scotland. I mean, Scotland have not been. Scotland haven't been in here for 28 years. You've got to do the Scottish game. You've got to. He's only human and needs to sleep. Guessing the wife isn't mad as she's asleep. Exactly. Exactly. She's asleep. You know, the kids are asleep. The dog's asleep. You know, it's just me. It's just me awake. All right, come on, Scotland. Typo says Gregory. Ah, it doesn't matter. Everyone's tired. Everyone's tired. Japan's looking good. Yes, yes. I'm gonna do that match. I'm gonna do that match. I am. Come on. Oof. Andrew says, I've had at least 10 pints of Tenants. I know exactly what happens when this game finishes, says Andrew. Do you think Tuchel was right to leave out Palmer? Do I think Natasha says 150? Project 150, I'm guessing. Do you think Tuchel was right to leave out Palmer? Um, mm, the problem with that, Gary, is that Palmer can make stuff happen. Now, Palmer's been injured. I think he's probably right to do it. Look, you want to look. England have tried it in the past. I don't think if you necessarily have a team of star players, so you have Bellingham in there, you have you have Cole Palmer in there. It doesn't mean to say that that's going to work, all right? Because if you look at one point, England had Beckham, Scholesy, Lampard, Stevie G. Just because you got those players in doesn't mean it's going to work, right? So, I mean, it's difficult. I mean, I understand why he's not gone. Do I think it's a mistake? He can't win, Gary. He can't win because if he takes him and he's bad, then he shouldn't have taken him. If he doesn't take him and we get out, then he's going to say Cole Palmer should have gone to the World Cup. So, the only way that Tuchel can win this is basically by winning the World Cup. He's not going to win. So it's a sad thing, but the hydration break is here, so America can spam the adverts. This hydration break nonsense is all about America making money. Could Japan be either the dark horse or the Cinderella team of this World Cup? The nation who advanced further than expected into the tournament. I think Japan. Look, Korea. South Korea always tend to do quite well in these tournaments. Japan always do really well. I think some of the big nations are going to struggle this year. I think some of the big nations are going to struggle this year. I want to see Japan do well. I like Japan. I think Japan will surprise a lot of people. I do. Could you imagine an English team if Giggs was English? Well, people. I think people are quite rude about Giggsy. I think people are quite rude about Giggsy. I think Giggsy would have been phenomenal for England. Tuchel is completely wrong in my opinion on Palmer. He can turn the lights out in is a moment player. I also think Foden, Maguire, and Trent is a massive mistake as well. Oh, it's the thing is, Gary. It's difficult, right? You've got Palmer, as you say. He can turn the lights on. I think it's probably more of a. I would have taken Foden, Maguire. I'm not bothered on Maguire. Trent. The reason why he's not taken Trent is personal reasons. I would rather Maguire than Henderson. Henderson's gone for experience. I would have rather taken Maguire. I do. I think Germany, Argentina, and Brazil will struggle. I think Brazil will struggle from what I've seen of them already. I think Germany, yeah, the German side, I don't think they've got a prolific striker. I don't think defensively they look particularly great. Argentina as well, you've got an aging Lionel Messi. I don't really know who else they've got really. Um, I think someone different could win this year, but then again you've got France, Spain that are good. Henderson going is a disgrace. No, I agree with you. Henderson going, I don't understand that. I don't get it at all. I just don't get it. Come on, Scotland. 26 minutes gone. 26 minutes gone. Morocco and the USA haven't looked bad at the moment. I agree with you, Lee. I think that Morocco, they look good, and the US as well. Come on, Scotland. That's nice by Haiti. That's really decent. No, I agree. As a Scotsman, if Giggs played for England, they would have actually won something since '66, and I'd have to deal with the English media, says Andrew. I wouldn't look too much into Brazil. It's only the first game. I don't know with Brazil. I mean, I think Brazil have always not struggled in the first couple of games, but it's always taken them a little while, I think, to get into the groove, hasn't it? Haiti are a better team than I thought. No, they are. Haiti are they. I was listening to somebody today on Haiti, and they were saying that they are a very organised team. They're a physical team. They're a quick team, but structurally they're not great. Come on, Gannon Doak. Go on, go on. Yes! Get in there! Good goal. Get in there. Go on, Scotland. Yes. Get in there. Get in there. Go on, McGinn. Go on, laddie. Yes. Get in there. Go on. Go on, McGinn. Yes. Well done, son. Get in there. Yes. Brilliant goal. Good lad. Get in there. Well done. Get in there. Go on. Yes. ORC, says Traveller. Right as I give Haiti credit. Listen, I'll be like this for 30 minutes, then they'll fall apart. If CR7 doesn't win the World Cup, in your opinion, does that mean Messi is better than him? No, 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 because the thing is that literally have called it in the chat. Just want to point this out. Okay. Look. Look. Lionel Messi didn't win the World Cup by himself. Look. In some people's minds, I get it. If Messi wins the World Cup, then is he better? Not for me. Not for me. Not for me. Might as well put in the lottery numbers. I love it. I love it. No, I think your preference is on who do you think's better, Lionel Messi or Cristiano? I'm obviously going to lean on the side of Cristiano. But you know, come on, they need a goal, another goal. Come on, we need some numbers here. Traveller Link's cracking me up. Come on, great. That's what we want to see. Go on, Hickey. Nice pass. That's it. just don't give Haiti a chance though. Do not give them a chance. Half an hour gone. Who's got the lead on? Who's got the lead on Royal Ascot? Not me. Not me. Not me. Well done, McGinn. Brilliant. Could the could the floodgates open? I think Haiti are going to be too good, but John McGinn, good finish. Go on, Scotty. Go on, McSauce. Nice bit of McSauce there. Passed it on to Doak. Nice. He's having a great game there. Oof. Tell you what, that Doak's a good player. Gannon Doak is a great player. Gannon Doak is on it. That's nice. That's what you need. Straight into the box. Get in there, lad. Go on, Gannon Doak. Get in there, lad. Get in there, lad. Lamine Yamal. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be getting him. Messi has Enzo Fernandez and Alex McAllister Liverpool in the midfield. Exactly. Look, Cristiano. I don't think it matters about World Cups to me, but I think the question of Cristiano for me. So for me, I think the question of the debate between who's better than Cristiano, and between Cristiano and Messi, I think it depends on your preference as a player. Look, they both work hard. I think for me, I think Lionel Messi is just oof. Um, Stoke came through the Liverpool's academy, says Alex. Look, I think with Scotland, says Paul Gray. Yes, Scotland. I think for me that this is how I see the two players, right? And I say this. This is my stock answer to this: is to be to get to those levels, you've got to work extremely hard, right? You're a United fan. Next word's got to be chose wisely. So look, this is how I see it, right? To get to the levels of Cristiano and Lionel Messi, you've both got to work extremely hard, right? You can't become the greatest players of all time. Get it out, Jesus Christ! Oof, wow. You can't become the best players in the world. The difference between the two players is this: Lionel Messi is a gift, right? Lionel Messi, if Lionel Messi was playing in a park in Argentina, if Lionel Messi was, wherever he was playing, he would he would be as good as he is because he's just a gift, right? But Lionel Messi is what you get when you've got a God-given talent and hard work. Cristiano is the epitome of hard work and then some. So I think it depends on what you like as your play. Cristiano has got to have a football gift. But Cristiano learnt just practice. You know, he doesn't. You know, his diet, the way that he recovers, like he is elite. And I'm not saying that Messi is not elite, but Cristiano's taken it to another level. He's taken talent, but he's just taken it to another level. Whereas Lionel Messi still works hard, but he's just this. He's just a gift. But Cristiano, get this out. But Cristiano is the epitome of what happens when you sacrifice. When you sacrifice everything. Exactly. And do you know what? I couldn't have said it better myself. Messi is an artist and Cristiano is basically an architect. It is true. It is true. And that for me is the difference between the two. Do you like the art? Do you like the talent, or do you like somebody who just will give everything? And I lean towards Cristiano because that's how I've always been. I'm not gifted at anything at all, but I work my ass off. So somebody like Lionel Messi, I don't understand because I don't have a gift at anything. Whereas Cristiano, I get him more because you work extremely hard to achieve things. So that's me. So it says hard work beats talent when talent gets lazy, and exactly that. I've always believed in hard work. Always. You're a United fan. Next words, be careful. Naturally, Lissandro the Butcher is there at centre back as Messi's Argentina. Do you believe Gabriel will start many games next season? No, Gary. No, I don't. I don't think he will. I don't think he does. Look, he's very young. Look, I'd only start him if he's ready. I don't think he's ready yet. I don't. Yes, Switch. I saw that Haiti nearly scored. I'm watching halftime in bed. Come on. Oof. Maradona is the best player I've ever witnessed. Do you know what, Paul Gray? When somebody asks to name my favourite player of all time, who do I think is the best player of all time? Maradona for me always comes up. I think Maradona is the greatest player of all time. I just do. I think he is. You know, look, I've got no problem with people who want to say, you know, Cristiano. I've got no problem with people who want to say Lionel Messi. Maradona for me is the greatest player of all time. Oh, there's a problem. There's a problem in the No, it's back now. Maradona for me is the greatest player of all time. I think George Best is up there as well, but obviously there are limited videos of it. But Maradona for me, just something else, just something else for me. They're back. Paul Gray says 100. And guys, those of you who are watching the video, do not forget to give the video a like as well. It was it would be nice. I was waiting to hear an air raid silence, says Scott. Well, yeah, it is Trump. It is Trump's America. So look, Scotland are winning 1-0. Look, Haiti, I think, are better than anybody was expecting. I think Haiti so far have been quite good in this game. Massive respect to them. I think they're acquitting themselves. Keno or Georgie for me. Look, Keno. I love Keno. I love Roy Keane. I think he's brilliant. I think he's brilliant. Like I'll always say this, right? What one of my best players of all time. My best player of all time. I put this player above anybody else. I will put him above Cristiano. I put him above Lionel Messi, Mark Hughes. Sparky for me is my greatest player of all time. I don't care. You can come at me with Messi, Maradona, Cristiano, Pele. I don't care. The best player of all time for me is Mark Hughes. All day long. All day long for me. That's McGinn. I feel like Scotland are a bit I don't know, a bit scared. Robbo was my hero. Exactly, Paul. Like Mark Hughes is my hero. Sparky. I love a bit of Sparky. Sparky was my hero. Oof. Scotland need another one. Disorganised. They are very, very disorganised. Very, very disorganised. Very, very disorganised. Come on, Scotland. If Elliot Anderson goes to City, then I hope he avoids splinters from spending so much time on the bench. Anderson will start for United. I've I've I believe this. If Elliot Anderson came to United, he could potentially become a United legend. I'm not saying that like he would do, but what I mean is if you want to go to City for money, fine. If you want to build a legacy, you come to United. Well, what's United's latest? What's the latest on United? Same old, really. Same old. Nothing new at the moment. I don't think anyway. But yeah, I think if you're Anderson, yeah, exactly. You can't beat Sparky. You can't be a bit Sparky. Yeah, look, if you're Anderson, if you want to make a legacy, then you come to United. If you want to become another player, just another player, then go to Man City. Let me see if there's any news going on. What's going on? What is going on? What is going on in the world? Um, Ben Jacobs is talking about something or other. Um, done that one. Gannon, I tell you what, Gannon Doak is good. Just like a Grealish as Paul. Exactly that. Exactly that. If you want a legacy and you want to be adored by fans for like decades, then you come to United. 100%. Look. Nothing new at the moment. There's nothing really out there really other than clickbait. There's nothing out there. I can tell you from a Newcastle fan that I speak to is that Lewis Hall is not. Ah, well, I tell you what we do have. No, we don't. That's already been done. That's already been done. That's one. All done. No, there's nothing new. Nothing new. Nothing new. Ganon, bro, a legend of Zelda. Yes, Ganon is a legend out of Zelda. No, he is. What we're saying here, Grealish taking the bins out and taking pictures of feet doesn't. Vidic is a great shout as well. 2 times EPL player, only defensive player ever to do so. I like Vidic as well. I do like Vidic. When you mention Ben Jacobs, don't you feel like you need to rinse your mouth out with mouthwash? Yeah, he's Ben Jacobs. Isn't he a biscuit manufacturer? um, Ben Jacobs has been, I think it's been a very, very bad window for Ben Jacobs. I think it's been a very, very bad window for Ben Jacobs. I think he's made himself look like a bit of a wally. They're remaking Ocarina of Time. Yeah, they are. Obviously, got my Nintendo 64 up there. No, have I? Yeah, I've got my N64 behind me as well. I do have my Nintendo 64 behind there. I do have that. I loved Ocarina of Time. Brilliant. Can't wait coming later this year. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I do love a bit of Ocarina of Time. That's a game. Ah, well, all right, Switch. Yeah, I know. All right, mate. All right, son. All right, mate. All right. What's that, mate? What's that there, son? What's that there? Here you go. Look. Look. This way. Oh, look. Right there. Like that. Right there, mate. Like that. Right there, son. Like that. See that there? Mate, I know the difference. I know the difference between, I'm old, but I'm not that old. Xbox, wait there, Sonny Jim, wait there. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it gone? There it is. Where's it gone? There you go, like that. Like that, son. Like that. Here you go, like that, son. Like that. Like that. Xbox. Like that, son. Like that. Original Xbox. There you go. See that? There you go. Like that. See? Like that. Like that. Like that. I know, right? I know, love it. Cool. What a console. Yes, JB. Yes, exactly. I have a GameCube 2, PS3, PS4, PS5. I was a big gamer nerd. I was a big gamer. Move your noggin. I love it. GoldenEye, yes, I do have GoldenEye somewhere as well. Duncan Edwards, along with all the players who lost their lives in the 1958 Munich disaster, deserve to be considered legends. No, I agree with you, Greg. I've done a video on that, Greg. Actually, let me find it. I don't know if you've seen it. You might have seen it. I don't know if you have. There we go. I have. Let me put it in the chat. I've put it into the chat, Gregory. I did a video on the anniversary, so that's up there. Move your noggin and love it. I also have Halo Xbox. Yes. I have my game. I used to be a bit of a gamer back in the day. Links don't work in the chat for me. I'd like to see the video. Yeah, it's there, my friend. Half time. Yeah, the video's there, mate. So feel free to check it out. Yeah, I felt like I had to make it. So at half time, Haiti are better than I thought. Scotland looked really nervy. I think the thing with Scotland is I think they're going to struggle with they're struggling with the humidity. I think they're going to struggle with that. And look, Scotland again, they're winning. I think as these opening games have proved so far, is look, you've just got to get through them. You've just got to win them. So Scotland winning, I think Haiti are gonna give people trouble. But again, as you get into the tournament, people tend to get better, and it is true that you grow into a tournament. So look, Scotland are winning. I think that's probably the most important thing. Look, just get 3 points on the board, and hopefully Scotland can see that through in the second half as well. So let's get through into some of your chats already. Yeah, go and watch that video. I think we can do it, says Paul. Yeah, I think so as well. I think that Scotland just, I think if they calm down, I think if they chill, then I think they'll be okay. Look, I think Scotland can go and get another 2. I do. I think that Scotland can go and get at least another 2 goals as well. But look, guys, anything that you want to bring into the chat. Look, this is your channel. This is your show. Bring in whatever you like. I mean, I'm not usually stumped for words, so, and I'm still not now. So, Sky says, Final Fantasy 10, Final Fantasy 16, God of War. There's too many, but Zelda, Wind Walker. Well, Sky, I'm from Sky. I go back gaming back into 19. I had my first video games console when I was about 3 or 4. So brother Canton, exactly. I go into Jesus. I go back years and years and years into gaming. I mean, I bloody hell. I mean, I go back. I go back many decades. I go back into the 80s. I've had them all. I had the Atari. I can't remember which one it was. I've had a ZX Spectrum. I've had Amigas. Switch is funny. They had games consoles in 1842. You cheeky whippersnapper. You played Sonic on the GameCube, and you get the chows. My favorite games console of all time is going to be the Mega Drive. I loved the Mega Drive. I had, Jesus Christ, I had the NES, the NES, the SNES, the Master System, Mega Drive, Atari. I had the Atari ST. I had the ZX Spectrum. I mean, I used to, when I was about six or 7, games used to come on a cassette. Games used to come on a cassette, and you used to have to type in code effectively to play the game. So I had a ZX Spectrum, Atari ST, an Amiga, Commodore 64. Did you ever get to use the first computer? No. Not the first ever computer, Alex. No. What's my favourite Switch game? To be fair, I've not replayed on the Switch too much. That's more of my Switch says JB JB was there when we broke Enigma. Oh, Switch, I love it. What about the Genesis and the Game Gear? So look, I had the Mega Drive. So it was called the Genesis in America. I had the Nintendo, I had the Super Nintendo, I had the Master System, I had the Mega Drive, the Genesis, I had the GameCube, I had the Mega Drive 32X, I had the Mega CD. I had the PlayStation. I had N64. I had the GameCube. I had the Dreamcast. The Dreamcast, was that a McGinn or an Ungo? Wondering. I'm gonna give it to McGinn. JB, I think Sky was asking me. Good. The Mega Drive was Sky. The Mega Drive was legendary. The Mega Drive. I can't. Sky. No, no. The Mega Drive. The Mega Drive was legendary. It was unbelievable. Since the United States could win their game 4-1, who's to say Scotland can't put 4 goals against it? No, I agree with you. Natasha's saying so. It's Belaber. Look, Natasha, I say that it's a very good chance. I think it's a very, very good chance of Belaber. I do. I think it's a very good chance. Do United walk away from the deal? I don't know. I don't know if they will. Should they walk away? Look, if Matheus Fernandes is 85 million, walk away. Walk away from the deal. Walk away from it because, look, the problem is if we walk away from that deal now, then we know we've not got 85 million quid to spend. So, I don't know. Right, finish. What's the question again? Don't know. I do not know. Scotland 1, Haiti 0. So second half. Look, Scotland. The job is half done. 3 o'clock in the morning, and they better go on and win this game now because otherwise, I ain't gonna be happy. I'm not going to be happy. So they do need to get their fingers out and make sure that they win this game. So look, guys, get into the chat. This is ultimately a Man United fan channel, a United fan community. Are there any players that you've seen that you like? And when I say, I don't mean fancy. I mean, are there any players that you actually like in terms of not fancy, but you want to see do well. Let me have a little look, see what's going on. See what's going on. Just checking to see if there's anything going on. Checking to see if there's anything going on. What's going on? Ridiculous. Ridiculous, laddie. Alright, see what we're saying in here. Belaber, yeah, possibly. You sound very passionate for this match. Are you a Scotsman? No, I'm not. I'm not a Scotsman. I am not a Scotsman. I am Welsh. So look, I'm Welsh. Look, I will be supporting all of the home nations. Look, I've got to do it. Look, I really like. I really want Scotland to do well as well. But bloody hell, mate, you don't need to be streaming at this time, says Harold. Well, JB, do you remember Deep Blue, the supercomputer from the late 70s program to play chess against Gary Kasparov? Now, I wasn't there at the time, but I do remember the stories about it. Yeah, I do. I don't remember. I wasn't around. I was born in 1983, but I do remember the Deep Blue computer thing. Yeah, I do. I am pretty old. It's worse. He's worse, says Switch. He's Welsh. Iron Fist says, hello, JB. Hello, buddy. Hope you're doing extremely well. Assassin's Creed Origins. I love anything ancient Egypt. I have great memories of Star Wars Battlefront 2 on the PS2. with my older siblings, probably tied between those two. Pokemon White was good fun too. Nice, nice. See that's why Switch is on here, because you liked anything from ancient Egypt, and I was around Switch when they built the pyramids, mate. Assassin's Creed, though shocking, is the only complaint. There's only one Assassin's Creed game I like. I'm not sure which one. Assassin's Creed, I never really got into those. Has anybody played Cyberpunk? I like Cyberpunk. That's good. Let me put that. Has anybody played Cyberpunk? Because that's good. I'm probably going to get a bunch of hate now. Cyberpunk's good. I like that. Bioshock Infinite. JB was there we go. Switch. There we go. JB was the pharaoh after Tutankhamun. I was. I can't think of anything funny to say, Switch. I'm too tired. JB, do you remember you were milking yourself last night? Yeah, mate. I was, mate. You know, yeah, I was. It was good fun. You can't beat a good milking. Red Dead 2, Sky, I'm guessing AC2. Everyone loves that. GTA 5 was brilliant. Look, I'm telling you now. Let me tell you this, right? All you GTA 5, GTA 6 fans, right? I remember a certain game on the PS1, Grand Theft Auto on the PS1, right? Grand Theft Auto on the PS1, Grand Theft Auto 2, Grand Theft Auto 3 on the PS2 was just a different one. Just a different one. What do I know still? Cyberpunk is fun to play when you're in the right mood. GTA, the original GTA is brilliant. And then going from GTA 2 top down to GTA 3 on the PS2 was just unbelievable. I can't even tell you the jump between GTA. JB is so old he used to see life from top down like GTA. When I am so old. I am, mate. I used to spend hours on GTA San Andreas. Nah, that's all fancy stuff. That's all fancy. Um, Gregory, who doesn't love a little bit of Skyrim? Who doesn't love who doesn't love the glitch in Skyrim where you get to the first village castle thing with the forge, and then you have to climb up, and then you can go underneath the forge and steal all of the weapons. Like, I love a Skyrim hack. Brilliant. You can't beat a Skyrim hack. I do love a Skyrim hack. It's brilliant. Skyrim's brilliant. Awesome. I'm playing San Andreas. Done that one. Well, again, I remember playing Doom for the first time. So those of you who are old enough to remember, Sky says Doom. Yeah, Doom. I played the precursor to that. So Wolfenstein, obviously you've got Wolfenstein now, that you've got that, right? But Wolfenstein I think was out before Doom. I played Wolfenstein first, and then I played Doom. JB invented Pong. I did, mate. I did. I invented beer pong. I did invent Pong, mate. I did. It's true. Look, Switch knows. Like this channel is legendary. I've invented Pong, so you got to be on this channel with somebody that invented Pong. Right, Scotland. Come on, Scotland. We've got one more half to go. They're coming back out again. They are. Hydration break. Here we go. I tell you what, listening to ex-footballers, they don't have to talk a load of shit. Honestly, ex-football players. Why do people listen to them? Yeah. Well done. Classic commentary there by a commentator. Well done. I'm trying to watch it live, mate. Trying to watch it live. Oh my god. If anybody doesn't have a TV license, there's a special QR code on the screen now. I encourage you to scan it. There's a buy a TV license code right now on BBC iPlayer. So if you fancy it and you don't own a TV license, give it a scan, give it a bit of a scan, and you too can buy yourself a TV license. Brilliant. There you go. Here we go. Ever started playing a game and he took up noticing 5 hours have passed? That's what's wrong with these games. I mentioned I've common Skyrim, The Witcher, Cyberpunk. Yes, I have put in many hours on Cyberpunk, many hours on it. You can easily spend up to a whole day on it. Yeah, absolutely done that. Right, here we go. Second half. Second half. Where are we? Right, here we go. Here we go. Right. Back at it. Must be dreadful to smell that bad. You had to invent Pong. Oh my god, Switch. Oh my good lord. Anyone see the ex US player Alexi Lalas or whatever his name is? Yes, I remember him when he was at the '94 World Cup. He had this massive ginger beard and this swathe of long hair, and he basically called James Corden an effing wanker or something. He called him. Oh my god, I forgot The Last of Us 1. Done. JB is a grade 3 listed human. I am, mate. I'm a registered antique. If you took me onto the road show, onto that antiques thing, mate, I'd be worth loads of money. A TV license just to have whatever you needed in America. Days Gone is a banger too. Yeah, look, Switch. If you, mate, he is a ginger beer. Shay Adams, Shanklin's in there. Muck Sauce is in there. No Resident Evil, absolute quality. Description of James Corbyn. Resident Evil is brilliant. Resident Evil, Dino Crisis. That was always good as well. That was always good. Resident Evil 1, when that first came out, oh, unbelievable. Resident Evil 2 as well, over 2 discs, brilliant. PT, did you ever play that? PT, no. Resident Evil gives me the Resident Evil gives me the shit. Resident Evil was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I love that game. Resident Evil. I love a bit of what's it called? Silent Hill. Silent Hill was good. Thoughts on the dreadful mohawk? Awful. Resident Evil 7 and 8 are amazing, and 4 too. I like the remakes actually. I quite like the remakes. I like Resident Evil, the remakes 2 and 3. I've not played the 4 remake yet. They're doing Code Veronica as well next year. Yeah, they're doing Code Veronica on next year. I've got that on the Dreamcast actually. Where are the United board? The United board are in the United States, I think, right now. The Glazers are in the States 100%. 100%. 100%. JB is a yeah, but Switch, that would be an awful game though, wouldn't it? Resident Resident Hospital Resident 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 Piss Pants. I mean, it doesn't quite have the same ring to it. The guy says, "I'm off to bed. Good night, all. Good night, Sky." Can you imagine? It would literally just be me in like a wheelchair and like a bedpan. Resident at a care home. I love it. I'm getting banned by JP. Nah. Switch. I love the banter, mate. Still one more game to go. Yeah. I won't be doing that game. Resident Senile. Oh, I love it. Switch. Resident Senile. I love it. Evil resident. Senile evil. Resident Senile. That's gonna stick now. You might get banned for making that stick in my head now. Thanks for that. Resident Senile. Fucking hell. Switch. Cracking me up. Right, come on, Scotland, come on. Need some excitement here. Come on. Keep me awake. My bad. You don't need to apologise, mate. Switch, you don't need to apologise for that, mate. Absolutely no need to apologise, mate. I've been called worse, mostly by the missus, mate. Trust me. There's nothing that you could say to me that the missus hasn't said to me. Alright. Providence, Haiti are giving them problems. Yes, they are. Only Avram and Joel visit England with any frequency. Yeah. Corner. I'll tell you what, the Haitians are causing issues. I see that in the final, the puppets are doing the halftime show. Omar Barada and Will Cox, the Muppets, are doing their show, says Natasha. I love it. Right, come on now. Make sure you clear your lines, marking men. Oof. What did you do to your missus to make her feel so mad? Breathe, Switch. What tends to happen is when you've been together for a long time, when you breathe sometimes. So yeah, sometimes I make her mad because I exist. Pretty much. Scotland versus Haiti. What a life-changing game, says AS. No, it is. AS. Look, I don't think you understand AS. The meaning of this game. This game is, this is a life changing game, mate. So it is a life changing game. AS. Exist, not read them. No, mate. No. The fact that I exist sometimes, it's true, mate. It's true. Sometimes I don't even know if I exist. Am I a figment of imagination? You know. This is where she's woken up and heard you say you'd pay for that later. Well, fingers crossed, mate. Fingers crossed. Mate. That sounds like a promise to me, doesn't it? Sounds like a promise. Where's the iron brew? Come on now. Come on, Scotland. I wanna celebrate a goal. I want to celebrate a goal. Come on now. Pass the parcel by the United board, says Natasha. No, I mean, well, Natasha, did you watch the show today about the debt? About we've increased our debt. The Glazers have taken out some more debt on the club. It is ridiculous. Um, Go on, Scotland. Go on, son. Oh, Scotland away is the wrong colour. It's a dreadful. Yeah, that's Scottish away kit's awful. Have the Muppets Barada or Wilcox brought their stat man Michael Sansoni with them? Um, pass the parcel, pass the blame. Oh, switch. See that? Pass the parcel or pass the blame. I like that. Well, there's a reason why they needed the money, because they needed to pay for this trip. Go on, McGinn. It's going to take years to pay back. Well, I mean, look, it's well, we've gone from 425 to 550 now. That's unlucky. So we've gone from, well, I'm kidding, right? Like they've all gone over. They've all gone over to the States now, right? So someone's gonna have to pay for that, aren't they? I'm kidding. But look, our debt. We've had to refinance the debt, at an increased rate. But we've also taken out another 125 million quid. Where's the 100 million gone? They've taken out another 95 million pounds. Where's that money gone? And we did a show on that today. No one else will do it. No one else will do a show on that today. Nobody does their financials, other than us. That's nice. In their Natasha says in their pockets, and it's just Natasha. It's just, the thing for me, the Glazers are never going to pay anything back. They'll pass it on the debt to the owner. And Greg, that's what I was saying today, right? The thing that bugs me the most is this. Look, the Glazers are never going to pay the debt back, Greg. Right? We understand that, right? They had a chance to pay it back because it was due, right? They've decided not to, and they've just decided that they're not going to pay it back, which we never well, they've got to, but did any of us really expect it to? They've kicked the can down the road. We've got to pay more interest, and then they've decided to take another 125 out against the club. They've increased the club's debt. It is disgraceful. Glazers are never paying anything back. Not just the men, but the women and the not just the men, but the women and the children too. Says Switch. That's from Star Wars. That's from that's from episode 2. That's Anakin Skywalker, that isn't it? That's Anakin Skywalker switch when he goes into the camp and he comes out and he's talking to whatever her name is, and he goes in there and he uses the lightsaber to basically destroy the village thing, doesn't he? Not just the men, but the women and the children. Yeah, it is. That's from Star Wars. That's from Star Wars, Episode 2, I think. Natasha, Episode 2, Anakin talking to Padme. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like that. I like that film. I know, mate. I know. Look, I might be old Switch, but you know the brain at times still fires. And Natasha, I said the same thing 14 hours ago. Not certain about the time. It is a mess. It is a mess. Episode 2. Come on. Tell you what, these Haitian players are good, you know. These Haitian players, I'm pretty in good. Favorite Star Wars film and favorite favorite Star Wars film and favorite Star Wars and the Disney. Oh bloody hell! My favorite Star Wars movie is Return of the Jedi. I think it's Return of the Jedi. Yeah, it is Return of the Jedi. It's the one where um where it opens up with Luke Skywalker and is it the Battle of Hoth? I think it is anyway. So it's not the one with the Ewoks, because that's don't get me wrong, that is a good thing. So it's not Empire Strikes Back. It's Return of the Jedi is my favorite one. And my favorite one under Disney is Return of the Jedi over Empire. Yeah, yeah, but I like Empire. Oh, okay, no. Return of the Jedi is the one with the Ewoks, right? So Empire Strikes Back. So my favorite one is Empire Strikes Back. I think that's number 2. Well, that's episode 7, isn't it? So I prefer Empire Strikes Back. And then yeah, so Empire Strikes Back. And then my favorite Disney one is Rogue One. I I I quite like, so Rogue One for me. Hoth is Empire, Endor, yeah. So I prefer Empire because Hoth is yeah. So I like the Battle of Hoth in Empire, and Endor is Return of the Jedi, yeah. So I would go Empire over Return of the Jedi, yeah. Yeah, so I knew what I meant. So the Battle of Hoth, I prefer that one in Empire over Return of the Jedi. So Empire Strikes Back is my favorite Star Wars one, and then my favorite Disney one is Rogue One. Yeah, yeah, because the others are just, well, you know, they're not great, are they? You've seen the new? I haven't seen it yet. Is it good? Is it good? Oh, I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet. I do want to see it. That's going to be one that I do see. Haven't seen that one yet. Situation. Get your situation in. Switch. What's your favorite Switch? What's your favorite sci-fi movie of all time? And let's not go for like Star Warsy one. Like what's your favorite sci-fi type movie of all time? Empire Strikes Back was the middle movie in the original trilogy. Return of the Jedi is the closing. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, it is. So Empire for me is I like Empire Strikes Back. I like the Battle of Hoth. And then Return of the Jedi is it opens when the Return of the Jedi, isn't that the one where he fights the Rancorn? So Return of the Jedi is when he fights the Rancorn, isn't it? And he goes and gets Leia from what's his chops? Jabba the Hutt. It's a decent 6 for me. Starts quick but slows down when it doesn't need to. Episode 3 for Star Wars. The Martian for sci-fi. I like The Martian. That's really good. That. What do I like? I like. What's my favorite sci-fi movie of all time? I've got to say, my favorite sci-fi movie of all time has to be Aliens. I like Aliens. I think Aliens for me pips it. I like Terminator 2. I like Terminator 1 and 2. Robocop for me. But I think for me, Odyssey, yeah. I think for me, the my favorite sci-fi film of all time is has got to be Aliens. I think Aliens for me is yeah, Aliens for me. Alien 1. Don't get me wrong, Alien 1 is phenomenal. The way that Alien is made, the sound, just the atmosphere, it's just iconic. But Aliens is just ridiculous. Absolutely, it's just such a good film. I see more fans got sent home. Natasha, look, we're dealing with the states. You know, if you breathe in the wrong way, you know you're going to get sent. I was 2001: A Space Odyssey, but I like that film as well. I do. I like it. I think that's a great film as well. I also like Close Encounters of the Third Kind. That's good. So it says the new Aliens looks dreadful. Oh yeah. The Alien TV series is all right. Um, I've seen the new Predator film. That's not bad. Yeah, I'm very very lucky from an era of Terminator 2, RoboCop. Um, I mean, yeah, there are some good movies. I mean, Alien is 70s, isn't it? Alien is like 70 something. 77, is it? I like Alien, and Aliens is fantastic. I'm thinking of the Predator's good. You you put FIFA. I want to see what you put FIFA. You want to see FIFA? Okay. Uh, what do you think of Catch Me If You Can? I, you know what? I actually don't think Leonardo makes a bad film. Really. Don't talk. Show the screen. No. Um, don't talk. Show the screen, mate. This isn't fucking OnlyFans. Jesus Christ, bloody hell. I mean, he thinks it's OnlyFans. I don't think so, mate. Catch Me If You Can I think is a very, very good film. I really like. I like Leonardo in those sorts of films. You know, I quite like the Aviator. I think that's quite a good film as well. I mean, there's loads of things. I quite like the Revenant as well. Show your feet. I mean, it's like just like stop stop talking, show screen. I mean, like he just wanted you to show you the footy. I know he did. I know he did. Ridiculous. I know. Not even a please or thank you. You know, he could have just said please. You know, I might have shown him, you know, whatever he wanted if he'd have said please. Jesus. You know. At least respect me. Jesus. You know. I'm not that sort of boy. Well, I'm not really. Come on, Scotland. Oh, yeah. I think look, Scotland. Any sort of points that they can get here, they've got to get 3 points. All right, Switch. What's your favorite film? What are your top 5 films of all time? Um, what's your top 10 movies of all time? There's a question for you, mate. There's a question. There's a question for you, mate. Dino is in the house. The Trenchman returns. The Trenchman is always here, mate. The Trenchman never leaves. Never leaves. I'm not a fan of many films. I have I have the shortest attention span. Says Switch. You must have seen The Godfather. You've got to have seen The Godfather. The Godfather Part 1 and 2. Those 2 films. Pulp Fiction. Um, Another good film as well. Uh, Batman, The Dark Knight. That's another good film. Pulp Fiction is a good film. Um, Forrest Gump, The Fight Club, uh, Matrix. The Matrix is a good film as well. 6 Star Wars film, and forget the other 4 spots. I've got football, boxing, and JB. So tired. I've got football, boxing, and you, JB. So tired. You've you've never seen the Sylvester Stallone film. What are you talking about? Dino's knackered. He's got football, boxing, and you, JB. So he's tired. Oh, Dino's a legend. Look, Dino's got a channel as well, so go and check out Dino's channel. Absolute legend. I've never seen the Stallone film. What? What? You've never seen Rocky? You must have seen Rocky. Come on, Switch. You must have seen Rocky. Come on now. Come on now, mate. You must have seen Rocky. Robertson. Everyone's seen Rocky. I mean, everyone's seen Rocky. Come on now. Batman, The Dark Knight is a good film. I personally prefer the Batman. Best Stallone film. Dino says. Over the top, Dino. Over the top. Easy no. What's Stallone's best film? Unlucky. I think Stallone's best film is Copland. I actually think Stallone's best movie is Copland, but You know, you've got to love Cobra, you've got to love Cliffhanger. Um, I mean, fucking hell. I mean, you've got to like the Rocky movies. That was close to two. Haiti. Oof. Oh, Jesus Christ. Cop Copland. Copland. Rambo as well. Rocky or Rambo? Cockland. Copland. He's a cop. He's a copper. He's not a he's not a porn star. Can you imagine Switch? A film called Cockland and he's a porn star in it? No. Actually Stallone did used to be a porn star as well. He used to be a porn star. Um uh Rocky or Rambo? Um um JB loves to rent. I do look. Cockland is my favourite movie. It's worn out. Rocky or Rambo? Um, Look, First Blood is one of the greatest movies of all time. Rocky One is one of the best movies of all time. Um, I think Copland is a great movie. Um, I I uh, I think that Rambo First Blood Part One. It has, mate. It has. It has because it's so funny. It's just so funny. It just. I can just imagine Stallone in a film called Cockland. Just Stallone walking around the land filled with filled with penises, like walking around. Um, Terminator 2, legendary. So look, I'm gonna answer every question. So Gregory, A Clockwork Orange, great film. Godfather Part One, great film. Part Two, a great film. Pulp Fiction and the Maltese Falcon. Uh, Clockwork Orange, weird but a good film. Godfather One, Two, Pulp Fiction, good films. Cockland, I've never seen that one. Rocky or Rambo, I'm gonna go. I'd have to go for Rocky. I do. Um, Copland was a good film. Um, Terminator 2, brilliant. The Haiti player's name is Experience. I know the Sperminator 2. I like Rambo. Train Spotting. Oh, Andrew's smashing them out here. Train Spotting is a great movie. I'm not the biggest fan of the part with the baby, but yeah, Train Spotting is a great movie. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the whole baby bit, but it it that is a good movie. That no, it is a good movie. Terminator 2. Cockland, that's just cracked me up. That has just cracked me up. Yeah, I mean, oh my good lord. Switch is the new Scott. I like the bit in Train Spotting. Is it Begsby? Um is who's the psycho one? Is it Begsby and he throws the pint glass off of the balcony and goes downstairs and says somebody's thrown a pint at the weird girl, and then and then he starts a fight. Um, Salmon Fishing in the Yemen is a good film. I like it when Stallone says less. Do you remember Stallone singing it with oh God in Bloody Rhinestone? Jesus, God, yeah. I mean, Over the Top's a good film. I quite like that. Cobra's all right as well. Um, I don't mind that. Cliffhanger. Cliffhanger's a great film, isn't it? Wow. Haiti. Tell you what, they mean business here. Haiti. Oof. Oh. Now You See Me was entertaining. Yeah, I mean, Lock Up. Yes, is Dino, is Lock Up the one with Donald Sutherland in it, and there's a part in it where he makes him where he puts him in where he puts him in the prison cell, and then he keeps turning on and off the lights, doesn't he? What was that really silly film? Oscar. Oh my god, yes, Oscar. Stop or My Mum Will Shoot. Yeah, you got Oscar, Stop or My Mum Will Shoot. Andrew says Under Siege. Yes, and oh, Under Siege. Oh, that's a great film. Great film. Friends with Benefits was slightly funny. I've never seen that one, my friend. Never seen that one. Under Siege. Under Siege was a great film. And Under Siege was the one with what's his chops in it. Tommy Lee Jones is in it. The blonde bird out of Baywatch is in it, and Wash Your Chops as well. You know, what's his fucking name? What's his name? That's gonna bug me now. What's his sodding name? Bloody Wash Your Chops. Under Siege. Jesus Christ, what's his fucking name? Steven Seagal. Fucking hell. Steven Seagal. Fucking hell. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Muggle Juggle 4 back. Oh my good lord. I've never seen that one switch. I know it's surprising, mate, isn't it? I've never seen Muggle Juggle 4 back. Gary Busey, legendary. He was in, oh god, he's in a bunch of 80 stuff, isn't he? He was in I like him in Predator 2, Lethal Weapon, Gary Busey. Yeah. Yeah, I like him in Predator 2 as well. And then his son is in Starship Troopers. Um must have seen Dobby Does Dallas. Oh my god. I've never seen that one, mate. Never seen that one. Never seen that one. Gary Oh my fucking god. Oh, Switch is on it. He's just owning it tonight. Owning it. Andrew, Groundhog Day. Yeah. Um, Groundhog Day is Michael Keaton and the one with the Scottish name. What's her name? Not Drew. What's her name? Oh, I still Muck something. Muck, not McDonald. I can see it now. McDowell. That's it. No, is it? Wrong. Bill Murray, Groundhog Day. Is that the one with? No, is that the one with McDowell? I'm thinking of Michael Keaton is in the other one, isn't he? The one as a snowman. Is that right? Which is the one that Michael Keaton's in? Is it Duplicity or something or other? It's called Groundhog Day. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Jack Frost. That's it. That's it, Dino. That's it. Jack Frost. That's it. Oh, was that Mini? No, Mini Driver. Mimi Driver. Mini Driver. Mini Driver. Mimi Driver. Someone like that. Or is it? Oh, I don't fucking know. Gary Busey was the guy you couldn't think of from Under Siege. It was Busey. What's my opinion on Friends? I love Friends. Friends, Friends, Friends. I love Friends. Friends was brilliant. I love Friends. And Andy McDowell, that's it. Mimi Rogers, that's it. Mimi Rogers. I'm kind of there. I'm sort of there. That's it. Not Mini Driver. Mimi. See, you guys know. You guys know what I mean. You guys know what I mean. Mucked out. Yeah. See, you guys know exactly. Exactly. I'm like your granddad. That's just like, you know, that Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's who I am. That's me. Jean Claude Van Spam. That's me, mate. Jennifer Aniston said when it comes to Friends. Oof. Halfway halfway in, JB, I just helped push it the other 50%. Exactly, mate. Look, exactly. Who's your favourite out of the 6 friends? Who's my favourite? Mimi Rogers and Andy McDowell. Bloodsport. Look at that. Classic Bloodsport. Who's my favourite out of all of the friends? I like Chandler. I think Chandler's probably. I like Chandler. I do. I think he's my favourite. Bloodsport. Haiti have really given the Scots a game. Go on, McTominay. Tell you what, McTominay's a little bit slow, isn't he? Bloodsport is a great film. Time Cop. Time Cop is a great film. What about Jean-Claude Van Damme? Wasn't he in a film called No Surrender? Wasn't that like his first film? Was No Surrender? Jean-Claude Van Damme. Fight Club's a good film as well. Go on, Scotland. Oh. Arnold had a couple of stinkers. Who could forget I like Kindergarten Cop. I don't mind that. Who is your daddy and what does he do? That's it. Dino knows. No retreat. No sweat. See, Dino. I'm 50. I'm 50% in. I'm 50% in, and Dino just knocks it in. Like, you know, he's there. Ederson. Here we go. Yeah, Ederson is the man. American History X. That's a good film. That is. Yeah, that's a good film. That. Yeah, it's a little bit messed up, but that is a good film. That with Edward Norton in that one. Is that the bit? Is that the bit where Is that the bit where he puts his where he curb stomps him, where he puts the guy's mouth on the curb and then he yeah, you know, he does that. That's not very nice. Bloodsport. Jean Claude Van Damme. Yeah. Curb Stomp. That's it. Curb Stomp. Yeah, that's horrendous. Uh, Dino's there for the tapping. No, he is. No, he is. That Curb Stomp was awful. What about What about a little bit of Bruce Lee? Nice bit of Bruce Lee. Oh, this game is Haiti. Tell you what, this has been a little bit of a tough game for Scotland. Very, very tough game. Haiti. Oof. Enter the Dragon is a good film. I do like that. Big Boss as well. I like Big Boss. Enter the Dragon, Big Boss. Good films. Then Fatal Fury as well. That's another good one. I think it's Fatal Fury, isn't it? That's a good film. Come on. JB loves Boss Baby. Chuck Norris versus Bruce Lee. Name the film. That is, oh, for fuck's sake, that is. That's not Enter the Dragon, is it? That is the Way of the Dragon. Is that Way of the Dragon? Isn't it that one? Dino, I think Chuck Norris versus Bruce Lee is Way of the Dragon. I think it is. Way you got Way of the Dragon, Fatal Fury. Sorry, Fists of Fury, Fists of Fury. Um, yeah, Enter the Dragon, Way of the Dragon. It's one of them, isn't it? I think. JB, did you ever see G-Force, the guinea pig movie? No, I didn't ever see that one. No, I never saw that one. I didn't. Never saw that one. Jackie Chan, just for the ending of the movie when you see all the botches. Yeah, Jackie Chan's a legend. Jackie Legend. The way of the dragon. There you go, Dino. There you go. I got that one right. G-Force, the guinea pig movie. I love it. I spent too many years watching movies. Finley Curtis. Oh, he's quality. Jackie Chan, Drunken Master. I think that's probably my favourite one. I think it's called JB. You remind me of the guy from Flushed Away. Which one? Which one do you mean? do but the thing is though, um, I know the movie, so it could be anyone. Um, the Way of the Dragon, definitely, yeah. Independence Day, that's another classic. That's another classic. Jurassic Park is always a good one as well. JB, you are Roddy from Flushed Away. I think I know who that one is. Is Roddy the guy with the denim jacket? Is that is that Roddy? Am I Roddy the guy from Flushed Away? Or is Roddy the main guy, or is he the fat one with the leather jacket on? One of the greatest fight films ever. Yeah, it was absolutely immense, that film. Karate Kid was good. Yes. What Women Want, mate. Mate, I still don't even know that one. That's Mel Gibson, that isn't it? I think that one. Mel Gibson, I think. Three minutes left. Oh, Stephen King. Oh, Andrew's busting them out now, isn't he? Yeah. Stand By Me is a very, very good film. Very, very good film, that one. I like Stand By Me. That's good, that one. River Phoenix as well. That's quite sad because didn't River Phoenix after that one didn't he pass away at uh the Viper Rooms? I think that was one of his last films, wasn't it? I think Spider-Man No Way Home was good. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind those sorts of films. I do much prefer the sort of older films. The Great Escape. The Great Escape is an absolute fantastic film. Um, yeah. Oof. Was that a red? No, not another yellow. What's that? Two, three yellows now. Oof. Tell you what, they are getting the job done. That is what we like to see. Getting the job done, Scotland. Who sang? Oh, I've got to get best war film. Give me who sang "Stand by Me." I can't get the tune in my head. Hang on a minute. I can't get the tune in my head. I can't. I actually can't get "Stand by Me" the tune in my head. Well, I know. Well, I know there's an Oasis song "Stand by Me," but "Stand by Me." Oh, hang on. Na, 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 stand by me. Um, um, Benny King. Yeah, I couldn't. I just couldn't get the song that I had in my head was Oasis. It's the fucking song that I had in my head. The best war film. What is the best war film? Um, Bloody hell. Um. Um, God. Um, I like I like Apocalypse Now. I like The Deer Hunter. I like Save It Private Ryan. I like um there's loads. I like Hacksaw Ridge as well. I think Hacksaw Ridge is brilliant. It's All Clear on the Western Front. I mean, there's so many good war films. I mean, I Save It Private Ryan. I think is a very very good film. I think is Black Hawk um Black Hawk Down. No, Hacksaw. Is it called Hacksaw Bridge or Hacksaw Ridge? Black Hawk Down's good as well, actually. No, Hacksaw Ridge. I think it's called. Um, I like Apocalypse Now as well. Um, JB, I'm still waiting on my jetpack that were demonstrated. I'm still waiting for my jetpack. Black Hawk Down, Black Hawk Down. Yeah, that is another good film. Saving Ryan's Privates. Switch. Oh, Switch is cracking me up. Are Scotland gonna win it? Scotland are gonna win it. Go on. Get it into the box. Go on. Go on. Nice. Here we go. So Scotland have won their opening game in the World Cup. Wow, that wasn't very convincing. So look, Scotland have won it. It doesn't matter. They've got points on the board. The first game of the World Cup is always going to be a bit suspect. But look, Haiti, big up to Haiti. Look, really good game from them. No. It's not no, it's not the Oasis song. It's just that Oasis I've got a song called Stand By Me, and I could only hear that song. It doesn't sound like it, but they've just got a song called Stand By Me. Um yeah. It doesn't sound like that. They've just got us, and I could only hear that song. The main event finally, yeah, exactly. Big up all that stayed up, GJB. That thank you. That puts pressure on Brazil, exactly. A film I loved, Where Eagles Dare, exactly. And look, guys, look, thank you so much for being here. Look, Switch, Dino, Gregory, Andrew, bloody hell, Sky's on here tonight as well. Look, all of you guys on the stream tonight. Hopefully I've not missed anybody out. Look, guys, absolute legends. Look, thank you guys for being on here. Look, we've been on here for quite some time, but look, guys, thank you so much for doing this. I'm not going to do the one at 5 o'clock. I know that may surprise you, and I know I'm being a little bit lazy, but I'm not going to do the one at 5 o'clock this morning. So look, I will be back. Richard Burton and Clint Eastwood, classic films. But so look, guys, look, thank you so much for being here. I'm tired. I'm going to go to bed. Great show, JB. You've put in a proper shift today. Oh, bloody knackered, mate. But look, guys, Dino is a legend. You guys are legend. 17 likes, not bad. Look, again, Switch. I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered about the numbers. Guys, Switch, absolute pleasure, my friend. Absolute legend. JB deserves a statue. Yes, I bloody do. No, I'm kidding. But look, guys, absolute legend of this channel. I can't thank you enough for being here. Look, guys, absolute legends, friends. We are friends. We are friends on this channel, and you guys are absolute legends as well. Absolute legends as well. So look, guys, I will be back at some point today. I'll be back tonight. I'll do the Japan game, I think, tonight. I'll do the Japanese and Holland game tonight as well. So look, guys, thank you so much for being here. You guys are legends of this channel. Go and get some sleep. Go and get some sleep, and I'll see you. Just a statue of JB and his love length. Dino, legend, my friend. So look, I will see you guys tonight. Look, have a good rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. I'm JB. This is the United Devil channel. Well done to Scotland. First win.